Yo, it's your boy Slugger in the building. You guys already know what the deal is. Alright, check this out. Man, we got the new tower mode inside the game. For this is gonna be for beginners, for newcomers coming to the game. So as you guys know. So when it comes to the newcomer guys, right? The stages, I completed all 50 stages, right? As you can see. But when it comes to newcomers, right? You're coming into the game and you want something difficult and you want to start this wave, but you need to know the number one rule before you start doing this, right? So number one rule is pretty much as you can see. So when it comes to newcomer, right, you want to bring the units, the units that's strong against this stages. So I'm gonna just show you guys here, right? So it say we want red. So when they say red, most likely you just want a red DPS, not just a whole red team to just try to clear the floor. So we're gonna be using Toji right here. But of course, I'm not sure if the global launch is actually gonna have this thing. But if it do, this would be really amazing and really challenging for people early on coming in. But we don't really know anything yet. But I'm just showing you guys right here. So we're gonna bring in Toji. So gonna bring that, and we're gonna, of course, we're gonna have our buffer enter, and might as well just bring 3 buffer, and why not, right? Doesn't hurt to bring more. So of course we're gonna have Gojo on the back line, but he's now gonna be really needed because Toji's gonna be pretty much clearing this. So pretty much the rule is you just want to try to clear this stage, use the respectful enemy weakness, and pretty much that's it, and build a really good team. So I would suggest you having at least one DPSer or maybe two, and two buffer or 2D buffer, no matter which way you want it. But on the early stages you don't really need a healer, but I'll probably make another guy for when for the harder or the higher difficulty power, and it gets a little bit more difficult from there. But since we're just going for the newcomers, and this is what you pretty much do, so you pretty much just over here just buff you skill 1. And all these tower mode stages, if you guys don't know, they only have one wave, so it's really easy, especially when it's coming new. You just want to build a team like this, right? Just 2 buffer, 2 DPS, or just 1 DPS while I'm doing, and 3 buffers. But all you really want to do is just try and rush these stages and just clear it out, because there's literally only one wave, but it gets harder and harder from each wave. So that is just wave 1 from there. I believe it gets a lot harder once you get to stage 20. So I think 1 through 19 is fairly very easy for newcomers that's coming in the game. But just know the number one rule, you're gonna find out later on. You definitely just need whatever your red unit is, like a DPSer, you probably will want to use them in there. So you got the Toji, you got the Yuta, you got the Maki, right? So, and you, I guess maybe could use Toto too, but whatever you have, that's what you want to use, right? So that's going to be pretty much the beginner guide for that, right? There's not really no extreme tip except for team building, but like I told you guys, run 2 DPS. If you possibly, if you have red units, definitely use red units, right? So even if you go to like let's go for a little higher stage, right? Let's say stage 14. Right, stage 14, you will want yellow. So you want to use a yellow unit to fight this. So let's see, what do I have? So I'm gonna show you what team I will build. And then when it comes to buffer, debuffers, or whoever you're using, it doesn't matter about them. It just all matter about who your DPSer. For this sense, I'll probably be using the Bara, right? And I'm telling you, these stages get a lot harder when times go on. But I'm gonna go do the stage. So this is floor 14, and this is just a little hint for you guys. This is pretty much in-game content. These enemies are very hard, especially if you don't have the your DPSer is not matching the enemy weakness when it comes to typing. So yellow, we go here. So I'm gonna be buffing on Momo. So I got 3 buffer. You could do what I'm doing, right? Because that's pretty much all I'm pretty much doing. And of course, we're gonna buff with Nabara to get her some more fire damage, because these enemies actually are very, very strong. So you just really just wanna hope that you survive in these stages. Right, they stun my Nabara, but that'll be a-okay, because you know Nabara is yellow. That's why I'm barely taking any damage from them. Right, it doesn't mean like because she's yellow, of course that mean they take less damage from me, but it doesn't mean that like I take extremely enough damage. It's just the same. See, and they're focusing on my Nabara, and I got getting them out of my back. So let's go try and knock this guy out back here, because he got his ultimate coming up, and I believe Nabara should be hitting, and Nabara got her OT, so we gonna be hitting. You see how they're just trying to focus on my Nabara, because once they get my, oh okay, I got the wrong memory, but it's fine. Right, and they're focusing on my Nabara because they know Nabara is my DPS. Normally it's just RNG at this point, but for some reason they're hitting my Nabara, hitting hard. So as you go right there, we're just gonna keep on buffing and just apply this nail. Yeah, and these stages get real tough, and I believe at stage 19 is where you know, on stage 20 pretty much is where that's like where all the it gets real difficult, and it's actually a little bit different from the newcomer guide. So just stay tuned for that, and your boy's gonna show you guys how the harder stages, what you need to do, and this is very strict at that point. So but stay tuned for that. As you guys can see, we cleared the floor 14, and that's for the newcomer. It do get a lot harder. The first 10 stages or so are very easy. Then after 10 stage, it get a little bit difficult for newcomers. But then you know, building the right teams, like I mentioned, just build the right team and you could clear it. But once you get to 20, that's when I might have another guide for that one. That one is gonna be pretty tough, but I could try to help you guys and try and build a team for that. But I do got videos on that on my channel already, but I'll probably make a guide for just the little knowledge that you need while you're going in there. But that's gonna be it for the video. You guys already know what the deal is. It's your boy Slugger, and we out of here. And wait a second, I mean they do have a little bit more. So there they have this little system right here. It doesn't, this is, it seemed like a ranking system, but it's really not. But I just want to just kind of throw that in there. It's not really like a ranking system, but it's showing you where you're at when it comes to all the player in the game. And it's telling me I'm in the top 5% because I clear all 50 stages. But there you go, that's for the newcomer guide. Don't worry, don't sweat it. But these thing gave us some really good currency though, I'll tell you that. But don't worry about it throughout time, about grinding the game, playing the game every day, doing all your dailies and grinding. You will definitely just beat this in no time, especially when in the first 20 stages of the tower mode. But that's all I got for you guys. Bye. Catch you guys on the next video. One.